Moving on now, Justice Dainde Dikolu of the Federal High Court Lagos has ordered the final forfeiture to the federal government, a cash sum of $2.045 million, 8 choice properties in Lagos and Delta states, as well as 2 share certificates of a firm, all linked to former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, on grounds that the properties are reasonably suspected to have been acquired with proceeds of crime. Kemi Foladiemo has more.
The court held that Godwin Emefiele, despite his arguments, through his lead counsel Olalekun Ojo SAN, that he had purchased the landed properties through legitimate means, didn't provide any link to the several companies who were said to be owners of the properties. The court says that the former CBN governor had instead indirectly denied ownership of those properties, having not admitted whether he was a member, shareholder or director of those firms. The court added that after examining the several documents presented by both the EFCC seeking final forfeiture and Mr. Emefiele claiming ownership of the properties, that he didn't present proof of ownership and title documents to support his claims. Neither did the said companies file any court documents in the suit on why the assets shouldn't be forfeited. The court added that since Mr. Emefiele didn't claim ownership of the $2.045 million and 2 share certificates linked to him, such unchallenged evidence presented by the EFCC's lead counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo SAN, is credible proof for the court to ascribe probative value to it. Mr. Emefiele's counsel had argued in October that he instructed his solicitor to purchase those landed properties in his name with proceeds accrued from his lawful savings while serving in various capacities at Zenith Bank PLC and at the CBN, and that those instructions were carried out. Earlier in the day, Justice Dikolu also refused to halt further proceedings of the suit, as prayed for by the top banker, pending the determination of 2 criminal charges brought against him by the EFCC in Abuja and Lagos. The judge said the case in Abuja borders on alleged illegal award of contracts and payments bearing no link to the instant suit, while the charge in Lagos borders on the alleged negotiation for and acceptance of kickbacks by Mr. Emefiele and his cronies in exchange for forex. The court says that though the charge being heard at the Lagos State High Court bears some similarities with this case, the charge doesn't list any property seeking to be forfeited or link them as having been purchased from those alleged illegalities. Mr. Emefiele had contended that hearing all 3 cases simultaneously will be prejudicial to him, since he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But the EFCC had argued that this case, brought under Section 17 of the Advanced Fee Fraud Act of 2016, isn't conviction-based, but targets properties reasonably suspected of being proceeds of crime and will not breach his rights. Mr. Oyedepo had added that the instant proceedings are distinct from the criminal charges against Mr. Emefiele.